Hello everybody, we are back with the Midwestern Horned Owls Dynasty. It has been a very surprising start to the season for the Horned Owls, being 2-1. Now with how close all our games have been this year, we could easily be 3-0 or even 0-3. Somehow we are 2-1 though. Jordan Bryant has clearly been our best overall player. He is nearly averaging 6 yards per carry and is averaging over 15 yards per catch. Jordan Bryant is averaging 140 total yards per game and has been so explosive. If we want to keep up this good start, we're going to need him to stay really productive. On the defensive side of things, Deshaun Rockwell is our most versatile player. He reminds me of Micah Parsons with his skill set and body type. Obviously, he's not as good as Micah Parsons, very few are, but I want to use him like the Cowboys used Parsons his rookie year, as an off-ball linebacker who does get some time as a pass rusher. He does already have 1 sack this year. That was on a blitz. We are still going to use him as a blitzer and an off-ball linebacker mostly, but I want to see if he can make an impact as an edge rusher, so we'll give him a chance to do that. Today we are going to be taking on a couple of our rivals in Kennesaw State and Georgia Southern. First up, we are going to be taking on Kennesaw State, the Owls. Yes, this is going to be a Horned Owl versus Owl matchup. Hopefully we can win this first ever matchup between these two teams. Midwestern in the all icy white uniform set here on the road at Kennesaw State, getting a big play out of Cameron Barber. He'll pick up 18 yards on 3rd and short. We go from a 6'1", 210-pound running back to a 5'7", 170-pound back in Jordan Bryant, who's going to spin by a safety and be tackled down at the 33-yard line. I like that we have a lot of different types of running backs here on this team, even though this roster was thrown together at the last second, as Bryant is able to get another first down. He was following Jimmy Hill and Denard Stockton on that play. 3rd and 1. Does Bryant have another yard in him? He does not on this drive. He's going to be tackled behind the line to gain. So on 4th and short, we are going to settle for a field goal attempt that Aaron Farr is going to make. We are able to get some points here on the opening drive of the game. Kennesaw State with their first chance on offense. Their quarterback is Davis Bryson, a sophomore out of Virginia, and he is going to deliver this pass to Christian Moss. Number 6, who's got a first down and a pretty big gain. At the 35. Bryson is going to dance around back there and see some room to run right up the middle, and he'll scramble across midfield. 92 yards on 26 rush attempts. Now, they do count sacks as rush attempts for whatever reason in college football, as they go to one of their 2 running backs they like to use. That is Gabriel Benyard, who's up to the 21. Their other running back getting a carry, that is Michael Benefield, and he's up to the 7-yard line, making it goal to go. They have 2 running backs they like to use, like I said, but they also have a quarterback that can sling the rock, and he's going to do that here, delivering a pass to the end zone for Christian Moss, as Kennesaw State marches right down the field. So trailing 7-3 in the second quarter. Justin Cage is going to throw a screen pass here to Jason Toon, who's going to break a bunch of tackles. Haven't seen much of the junior wide receiver. He's 6'5" and can rumble down the field like that. Into plus territory. Cage is going to hit Rodney Bridges, a senior wide receiver. He'll make a man miss, and he's taking it to the 26 of Kennesaw State. We are going to go for it here on 4th and 1. Cameron Barber, the back. He'll get the first down easy. He's going to warp through a man and score. How did he do that? Cameron Barber getting another touchdown here in the early going of the season, and he will give us the lead here. Taking another look at this one, he gets the first down and then just somehow warps through a defender and his own lineman and makes the play end up being a touchdown. We unfortunately would give up a pretty long drive before the end of the half, and Kennesaw State would make the kick. That is Britton Williams, tying this game up at 10. In the 3rd quarter, Justin Cage is going to load up here and launch it down the field for C.J. Carter, who is 1-on-1, and he would go up and get it and be tackled down just outside the 20. There would be a flag on the play, and it is actually going to be in our favor. It would be a pass interference call that we would just end up declining, so the catch from C.J. Carter would stand. Inside the red zone at the 18, Cage would be hit as he let it go on 3rd down. The offensive line just didn't give him any time. So we are going to trot on Aaron Farr to try another field goal, and this time he's way wide left. Oh my. Nearly hitting the camera crew and production crew over there. In the fourth quarter, still tied at 10. A fake to Bryant as we are at midfield. Cage going down the field and missing Denard Stockton, who is pretty open. Justin Cage has kind of struggled in this one with his accuracy, especially down the field. He's going down the field here on 3rd and 10, and that was a mistake. He had Zach Hawkins open over the middle of the field. He took the chance and underthrew it, trying to hit the big play to Denard Stockton. Kennesaw State looking to make that interception really hurt. It's a pass delivered down the field to a wide open man in Connor Finer. Can he score? He can. He throws off Byron Washington at the goal line and is in. So Kennesaw State takes advantage of the mistake from Justin Cage. Down by 7 in the fourth quarter. Cage is going to throw to his right on 3rd down, and it's at the feet of C.J. Carter. Really a struggle here for Justin Cage on any throw that is more than 5 yards down the field. Kennesaw State drives down the field. They're going to throw a quick pass to the right side, and a man is going to miss a tackle. Scoring on the play is Blake Bohannon. An easy touchdown there for Kennesaw State, who is now up 2 scores in the fourth quarter. And we make a comeback here. They are starting to run out of time. Cage going down the field for Carter. It is underthrown again. Man, Carter got behind the defense there, but just couldn't make the play happen. Cage ice cold is going to go underneath to C.J. Carter, who does get the first down and is brought down up at the 32. Just 12 of 25 on the day is Justin Cage, and now he's facing 4th and 10, throwing to the left side of the field. Denard Stockton can't make a great play. So a turnover on downs, and Kennesaw State in the driver's seat. Chance to maybe put this game away. They're going to hand it off to, that is Michael Benefield, and he's going to break a few tackles, still going, throwing off more defenders, and in he goes to the end zone. Just an awful display of tackling as Kennesaw State is going to slam the door. I mean, what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different times we had a chance to make a tackle, and we couldn't. Just terrible. We got the backup quarterback out there now in Josh Porter, a junior who's a lefty, and he's going to throw to his left to Jordan Bryant, who's going to spin upfield. Nice, easy first completion for Josh Porter. 15-yard gain. And now he's facing 4th and 15. And Kennesaw State is going to disguise a pressure look here, and it's going to lead to an interception. Josh Porter unable to read the defense properly in time and makes a mistake. And Kennesaw State would add a field goal. They want to show one last play here. Josh Porter would go deep down the field and drop it in for Jordan Bryant, who would race into the end zone there for a touchdown to make the game look a little bit closer. It would be a roughing the passer call against Kennesaw State. So we just declined it and took the touchdown. But that would be all for this game. We end up losing this one 34-16. Yes, we did fail a 2-point conversion attempt there. Now, why did we lose this game? Well, we just lost the quarterback battle. Davis Bryson went 19 for 21, and Justin Cage went 12 of 29. We couldn't cover, and we couldn't hit a pass more than 5 yards down the field. And that was really all Kennesaw State needed. They had a nice 1-2 punch at running back, and their quarterback outplayed our quarterback. That's really the main reason that we lost this game. Our ground game couldn't make up for the lack of production we got out of our passing game. Just 44 yards for Jordan Bryant on 11 carries, one of his worst games running the ball all season. Wyatt Van Horn did end up winning Conference USA Defensive Player of the Week honors. He had 14 tackles, 3 solo tackles, and 4 tackles for a loss. So the defense, it may have not been good overall, but Wyatt Van Horn did rack up quite a few tackles in that one. Having lost to Kennesaw State, we are at 500 on the season record-wise at 2-2 and have another matchup against a rival team, this time in the Georgia Southern Eagles, who are only 1-3 this year. Their only win, it's over UTEP, who we also beat earlier in the season. We will have a few top prospects in attendance that are on our big board, and John Stanford and Ronnie Turner, so hopefully we can put on a show and get our first commit or commits in this dynasty. This time we are wearing the Midnight Purple uniform set, as Jordan Bryant is going to juke his way up to the 40-yard line for a first down. I think this is personally my favorite uniform set we got. CJ Carter on a catch underneath is able to turn that in a pretty big gain. Out of bounds at the 40-yard line of Georgia Southern, now at the 32. Cage is going to lob this one to the end zone for Carter, and he overthrows him. But luckily, this would be a pass interference call against Georgia Southern. Apparently, CJ Carter is really good at drawing pass interference penalties. Hope that he's able to keep that up if Justin Cage is going to overthrow him like that. 3rd and 10. Cage out of time and nowhere to throw the ball. He's just going to have this one called incomplete. Could have been a fumble. But on 4th down here, it's too far to go for it. So we tried on our kicker, Aaron Farr, who sneaks his kick inside the left upright to give us a 3-0 lead after our first possession. Georgia Southern is going to end up not doing much on their first possession of the game. A quick possession from them as DeMarcus Perkins gets a sack on Dexter Williams II. Back on offense, a quick screen to the right side of the field. That is Jordan Bryant. He is going to turn upfield, and he knocked it out of bounds up past the 40 at the 41. If you can't throw the ball deep down the field, you have to get creative with screens and a lot of motion, and that's what we are doing here on this drive so far, as a throw is going to be made on the move, and Denard Stockton will make the grab. Justin Cage pretty accurate with that throw, despite having to make it across his body. Another screen. This time it's Denard Stockton. He's going to head back outside. Juked by a man, and he's inside the 10. They get a goal to go for Midwestern as he's down to 6. 1st and goal. Here is Jordan Bryant. He is going to muscle his way in. You don't see that from him very often. He'll break a tackle, or at least break the plane, by running through a defender. Up 10-0. We have forced Georgia Southern to punt the ball away, and their 6'6" punter Alex Smith is going to pin us down at the 1. A brilliant punt from the Australian. And we have to now try and avoid a safety. We do bring in our power run look here with Cameron Barber, and he's going to make his way up to the 4-yard line to at least give us a bit of breathing room. 3rd down. We have to throw it here. Cage is going to back up, go underneath into traffic. Luckily, it's not intercepted, and Bryant is going to make the catch and get a first down. At the 10, the fake to Bryant. Pressure on the way. Cage is going to lob it and underthrow it. He's going to be picked off, and that will be a pick 6. So Georgia Southern, who had no momentum at all in this one, is going to get a big play from their defensive TJ Smith. Still up by 3 points, and a chance to make it a 2-score game again. Here's Jordan Bryant taking a carry and breaking multiple tackles as he's up to the 35-yard line. And he already has more yards on the ground in this one than he had all of last week. Jimmy Hill on the screen. He's going to rumble his way to the first down marker, and he does get the first down up at the 45-yard line. Across midfield at the 41 of Georgia Southern. Cage is going to buy enough time here, and he's going to hit CJ Carter, who has had a very busy first half, for another big gain as Carter is up to the 21. Just outside the red zone. Cage is going to scan and go quick underneath to Jordan Bryant, who is somehow going to turn this play into an even bigger gain. As he's up to the 3, it's goal to go again for Midwestern. An empty look on 1st and goal. Cage, quick left side to the end zone, and it's caught. A touchdown for Denard Stockton. And the Midwestern Horned Owls are going to make this a 2-score lead again. 17-7 in the second quarter. Georgia Southern searching for some offense late in the first half. They've had nothing go their way on this side of the ball. Their only points in this game came from a pick 6, but now the Eagles are at midfield. Williams pump faking and firing over the middle. It's going to be caught by Elijah Walton, their tight end. At the 34 Midwestern, Williams is going to pump fake and fire over the middle again. It is caught by Walton again. And the Eagles are now in the red zone. Goal to go at the 4. It's 3rd down. Williams, under pressure from Turner, is going to spin and swing it out left side. It'll be caught by Jalen White, the starting running back for Georgia Southern, who's going to gritty in the end zone with a touchdown. 17-14. Georgia Southern has a chance here late in the first half to take the lead if they can score a touchdown on this drive. The sack is going to be made by Wyatt Van Horn and Javon Turner back at midfield. Williams hitting Walton over the middle, and that is really going to hurt us. That connection has been hurting us in this second quarter as the Eagles are into plus territory again. On second down, a man is open. That is Burgess Jr., and he's up to the 5 and down there. It's goal to go for the Georgia Southern Eagles. At the 1, here is Jalen White, the back. He is met at the goal line, and he's in. A touchdown for Georgia Southern, and they are on top just like that here late in the first half. We still have 26 seconds and 2 timeouts. Cage is going to drop back and be hit as he let it go, and they're going to roll this one, a fumble. It gets scooped up, and it's a touchdown for the Georgia Southern defense. Again, their second of the first half. And just like that, we are down 27-17. So a disastrous end of the first half for Midwestern, which has them down 28-17. A fumble is going to be forced on this first play of the second half, but somehow Georgia Southern gets the ball back. At 45 of Midwestern, a quick throw left side, and Burgess, showing some burst, is out of bounds at the 33 of the Horned Owls. Georgia Southern continuing this hurry-up style of offense, and it will not work on this play. The sack is made by Milton Hampton and Javon Turner, who has been all over Dexter Williams' second. 3rd and 21, Georgia Southern dialing up the screen. Jalen White is unable to make anything happen. He's brought down by Wyatt Van Horn, and Georgia Southern would end up punting the ball away. And we have a quarterback change. That is Darius Holloway. He's going to go down the field and drop it in. Jordan Bryant racing down the sideline. He is going to be caught and spun out of bounds at the 17. So Darius Holloway immediately enters the game and goes down the field and creates a big play. Speaking of big plays, a 4th down is going to result in a touchdown. That is Jordan Bryant running backwards before running forwards, but it ends up working out as Midwestern scores the touchdown on 4th and 2. Midwestern going for 2, trying to make this a 3-point game. Holloway under pressure is going to spin out left side, and this is something he can do that Cage cannot. That is run and score. On a play like that, it was just completely busted. We have ourselves a 3-point game in the 3rd quarter. There goes Jalen White off the right side. He's up past the 40. He's going to run over a Midwestern defender, and he's still going. Just some more bad tackling out of this Midwestern defense as the Eagles have it across midfield. A flip to Dalen Cobb. He's going to cut back to his right, break a tackle, and another. He's got the first down and more. He is going to be chased down by Milton Hampton, of all people, who makes a touchdown-saving tackle. In the red zone are the Eagles. It's going to be Dexter Williams. He's got space after keeping it on the read option. He'll dive to the end zone, but the ball gets knocked out of the last second by Hayden Warner. What a play by the junior safety. Not only does he prevent the touchdown by forcing the fumble, but on top of that, he recovered it. So really just the exact type of play we were looking for out of our defense. CJ Carter on the left side. He's going to get upfield, getting a block from Denard Stockton, and Carter is out of bounds just shy of the 40. Midwestern going out of shotgun here on 2nd down. Holloway keeps it, and he's got the ball knocked out, and no, it's recovered by the Eagles. Come on. Even when we do get momentum on our side, it ends up just swinging right back the other way. They would end up kicking a field goal on that drive, so still a 1-score game in the 3rd quarter. Holloway, he's going for it all here. Going down the field, and it's caught. Denard Stockton is in. Holloway hooks up with Stockton, and Midwestern is going to take the lead here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What a play from Holloway and Stockton. So Midwestern on top by 1. A quick throw underneath is going to result in a short gain, but it's going to be a big gain because Josiah Powell is going to be called for roughing the passer. And they would end up dinking and dunking it all the way down the field. Now have it in the red zone at the 14. Looking to take the lead back. It's Jalen White. He runs by Javon Turner and is near the end zone and down at the 1. He couldn't quite get in. Do we have a goal line stand in us? Goal to go at the 1. A quick pass is caught in the end zone. It is a touchdown for Jalen Barden and the Georgia Southern Eagles, who are now back on top. They are going to go for 2, looking to make this a 7-point lead. It is a quick screen, and they're going to make it work. How do you run a screen and have no blocking on the guy that's covering him, and it still works? So down by a touchdown. Holloway on 3rd and 7. It's CJ Carter, and Carter is out of bounds up near midfield. He is having himself a great game, as is Holloway, who came off the bench. A fake to Bryant. Holloway under heavy pressure is going to throw it. It is caught by Stockton, who spins out a defender. He is into Georgia Southern territory and down at the 38. What another big-time play made by those two. On 3rd and long, Holloway is going to feel the pressure. He's going deep down the field. It is underthrown and incomplete, and it's too far to go for it on 4th and 14. So we end up putting the ball away, putting our trust in the defense. We need a stop from them. Can we get one? A quick out route is going to be caught by Burgess Jr. He's got the sideline, and nobody's going to catch him. He's gone. A long touchdown for Georgia Southern, who has now made this a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter. Do we have a big-time comeback in us? Down 46-32. The offense, it's been pretty good, but we need them to be even better here. Down the stretch, and Denard Stockton is continuing his great play. He turns a screen pass into a pretty big gain. From the 41, Holloway immediately is just going to bail in the pocket, and he's going to launch it deep down the field for Jordan Bryant, who makes a spinning catch on the wheel route. It was underthrown, but he's just such a good player that he ends up making the play anyway. In the red zone, Holloway under pressure. He's getting chased, and he's got just enough speed to escape it. He's going to duck out of bounds at the 5, making it goal to go for the Horned Owls. Needing a touchdown with under 3 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. It is going to be Jordan Bryant punching it in for the 3rd time today. His 3rd touchdown of the game is going to make this a 1-score game late in the 4th quarter. Do we have a stop in our defense? We need one. Dexter Williams II. He's got too much time. He's going to hit a man who's wide open, a dive and a miss, and there goes that man, Derwin Burgess Jr. down the sideline. And that is going to be the dagger. Just some more terrible defense out of the Midwestern Horned Owls, and you could put this one to bed. What he did there with his celebration, this game is over. We end up giving up another score after that, and we lose this one 60-39. Player of the game, it's pretty obvious. Dexter Williams II. Luckily, we do not have to worry about playing him ever again, unless we somehow make the conference championship game, and they do as well, but I highly doubt that. He really just destroyed us. 26-30 passing, had 4 touchdowns, threw for over 400 yards. Our defense really is in a rough spot. You can tell who the good players are and who the bad players are pretty obviously by the amount of tackles that are getting racked up. The offense, it did all right, but we did end up giving them 2 free touchdowns by turning the ball over. That was Justin Cage, who had a really rough game, and that's now back-to-back really bad games out of him. I think I have seen enough of Justin Cage as our starting quarterback. As for who the new starting quarterback will be, you guys are going to have to wait until the next episode. Jordan Bryant ended up winning Conference USA Offensive Player of the Week honors. Much deserved. He had 252 total yards, 3 touchdowns on 23 touches. He is just an absolute beast out there. And without him, I have no idea where we would be. Probably winless. Ronnie Turner, he did not end up committing, but he's very close to committing to Midwestern and being our first ever committed to Dynasty. John Stanford is also not committed, but maybe we'll be getting one of those 2 or both those guys after our next game, which is going to be against Mid-Tennessee State. How fitting that we play them before the midway point of this season. It'll be Mid-Tennessee State and Midwestern facing off for the midway point of the season. Hopefully that game goes better than these last 2 went for us. Thanks for watching this one, and I will see you in the next one.